And I think that people usually mean for it to sound comforting. If someone's going through a lot of stuff and they may say something like, I just can't take it anymore. And
Mm-hmm.
then you pipe up and go, oh, well,
Mhm.
the Bible
Right.
says that God won't give you more than you could handle. But you know what? He does.
Yeah.
And that verse isn't talking about those things. Actually, it's talking about temptation. And that's from 1 Corinthians 10:13, where he does say, God won't give you more temptation than you can bear, but he will provide an escape from it. So it's not a blanket promise that God is not going to overwhelm you or that you're never going to be in, a situation where you do have a lot. Think about the people in the Bible. If you're an Old Testament person, you love Moses because think about all that he went through.
Yeah.
God gave him a lot, in the New Testament, Paul.
That's kind of the point, right? Like we're not supposed to handle it all. Yeah, I agree. Right. I think you guys are totally right. The verse focuses on temptation, but I feel like in jargon, I've only ever heard it in it focusing on trials, like and I do think it kind of leans into like a works-based like mindset. Like you're never going to get more than you can handle, so why are you not handling your, crap better? um, is kind of the vibe that I feel like it's given out as. And I think, Jennifer, you're totally right. If we can handle it all, then why do we need Jesus? Why would we ever lean on God? You know? And I think if I love it more if we look at it for what it was actually supposed to mean, which is like you are going to be tempted, but Jesus will provide you a way out and he is going to help you endure temptation and, give you the strength to overcome it. Um, like it just means so much more in its intended context. Love that. Did we pass? So, okay, then I guess the filter is read it in context. It's
That's
actually
right.
better.
Yes. Okay. You just need to pray more.
I love that one.
Right?
Well,
It's so true, right? We do need to pray more. And I think it's that like you just versus like, hey, can I pray with you? That is like so judgmental and awful.
Yeah. And what makes them think that you haven't prayed?
Hmm.
yeah,
And
that's
and
true. Yeah.
it almost makes it sound like, well, the more you pray, it's kind of like a one size fits it all.
Hmm.
If I just pray more, okay, I'm gonna pray one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
My
gonna pray
friend
one
who
more time.
like was struggling with some chronic illness and went to this like spiritual, it was under the guise of being, Christian, whatever that means when you're talking about some of this stuff. And I read what they gave them, like, and it was basically like, pray harder. If you're not healed, then you haven't prayed correctly or hard enough, and it was so horrifying. The idea that we somehow control God with our prayers, and if that we do it the right way or do it long enough or hard enough, we're just gonna like genie in the bottle that crap. Like, that's not how it works. Like, prayer is mysterious and powerful, but it isn't like some four-step formula that then you're just gonna, like, get what you want, and it creates so much shame. It drives me crazy.
And God works through people and through doctors and through wise counsel. There's so many things but he doesn't ever shame you for needing that
Mhm.
support. You know what I mean? So it's just so flippant. Just pray more. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah,
you
it
guys
drives me
passed that one.
nuts.
Okay, we
You guys
Oh,
passed
good.
passed
that
that
one
one.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your support means so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can keep growing this community together.